Where you come from, Wambra Wundi, Tidebiara with the hustle, cause hustle activity. Ye need dama so dana ye flexe 247 on the street night. Ya yesika na ye dintina. Kama sama Steve Wonder tina me. Sister Fianya Michelle. Abusia for counseling. Time break streaming live wisdom studios GH mestre say over hitting notification bell no ede amame subscribe to your YouTube channel no send ye be yan komo aye di no dade den nyina ye betimi ede abro 2026 last week na chere say ye the 2 episodes of counseling time ye timi ede brewo every say na chere say ye the normal tutu akwemu na yetimi aye first 2 episodes ne de na chere say bibia eda na akwemu pepepe. Abusia for counseling time break and edri. Tell a friend to tell another friend. Kachira unuya. Share the link for me. What is any ye yenye na beba beguso. Ni de odo abodom na bibia etimi akoso kama. Na wo stream no. Wo share no. Mestre se wo be jack comment. Wo comment section ho ede amame na bibia etimi akoso kama pepepe. And you made ye fabric center fabric nyina himfie and na ye kamfo ede amao ane. Nana hema makeup gist sister nche say minya sekan na mesense na no man o de bedwa banche nanso eba se obi esiesie obi dia sister no oya de ankasa wo behwe ama wani age papapa enti nana hema makeup gist is your go-to person for all makeup for every event. Mr. Obesiesio ama weni aje ankasa Mr. say obefa the numbers no a good screen ni ede amami. Na nana heme siesie me no na me catch say LFM Creative Empire and so a graphic designer oto ne boasi ankasa obehwe ama bibia adana kwamunti Mr. say ono so wone no ebedi juma na say eba graphic designs bia pese wo ye 7s mesre ene omundi nkita ho mame wate se ne be ya bibia ebetimi akoso kama pepepe na enwumre matimi atena se de ahofe na esisi so Mabel ane Lover B all the way in the UK was say we are counseling time inti medofo mame mpa bibi na memfa nkura se ne be ya odi besiesie wo ho na ukotena se ya bibi atimi akoso kama ede ama 2 piece I 2 piece and actually sister weti me ede abreme ebeduru ye no enije so no pa ehye makomama nti odo ye we senia o share ye no mesrew nyankopon adom sesei no etimi abamu sa pepepe nti nyankopon hiraw kyerese efata me ankasa nti anase na mede mal counselor author for 3 beautiful books 2 Hearts 1 Journey Beyond the Vows the Good Marriage Guide roadmap to a successful marriage and I think so red flags signs your relationship has no future ninyina book search say offer number sia wonsa ebeka bi 0244 515544 0244 515544 na ofra baby a wo bia no wonsa ebeka ana say ubetimi akọ Amazon and Kobo any of these websites okohonoma ubetimi akinkan na bibia etimi akoso kama pepepe ede amount I speed edrugana ha say enti Ghana die ye wazo ye Ghana dear from the north to the south to the east to the west central won't mean today foku enya asam kito babia so babia so ye kama abusia for counseling time brain na drusi ma yen twan ye hosima ye ba ye betos Ebusiafo yema obi biara kwa basonko kraba counseling time with counselor DY don't call send your medin kan and 26th of January 2026 and Monday numero 8 p.m. BIA G say dia awade ne mpinatwe ho komo relationship and marriages e ho nsensem ne yeto ye boase na yetimi de bibia toto akwan mu se ne be ya wo bedi bibeto kotodwem na ye betimi abobra no pepepe na bibia etimi akoso kama ede amaye. Enti Mr. say won't subscribe to your YouTube channel now. Mr. say obeko Wisdom Studios GH on YouTube now. What subscribe hitting notification bell ne send ye buy live now. No who say indeed counseling time is still on na bibia etimi akoso kama pepepe enchi akese e koma nana hema and afin so maybe I'll say omo ato omo bo asenya sem ketwa yankopon hira mu nyina right ebusuafo ene asama edapono ni ti de ese ne yetie ne kakraka pa ensem bia amanfo ebusa na ye hwe ye communication and I say ye question tag I de to hopo se ne be ya ye bedwen amanfo adwen kire efa asama ene ye ba betwetwe ho nkomo no chesensem bebre na eba ye or say what do you think should be done to cheat in a relationship? What do you think should be done to cheat in a relationship? Nansema ebimo kaide say bochu obi say the person should be castrated. Then right from the onset nipa ni susu say be man ebe cheating was he castrating right away obi say small cheat we cheat we no keep person inti ade nti na ho ayi asotwe se na etie ne aye home a esiso ene ni nyina ka ho bi na eso insensem ne de bebre na fe akoda ne twema mentwe emema ne se emma ena efa meme chipa mema no so say emma fe chirenti give or take enya asem keto nsensem pa de ye twibi dawre e wo comment section no honom a kire se ena enwumre ye ne yese mo de munya botre ho nsensem nyina ye de ni nyina e ba betudwa se ne be ya wonso ubetimi asua de na ye nyina yetimi atu ho fo pepepe yese men fall into temptation but women walk in temptation ni nyina ye behwe se ye nokura pepepa na ye de wom nyina abrew ene enwumre ye treat topic we or see consequences of cheating in relationships and marriages. The consequences of cheating in relationships and marriages. Come home na yema counselor akwaba sonkokra. Counselor.
Hello.
Emma wakwaba.
Yeah.
Net to say.
Passion nyamiado. Ozwe.
Nyamiado menso me ho ye.
Yede nyamiase.
Yede nyankopon ase ankasa. Right. Me pese metie for te wonka. How was your weekend?
Nyamiado.
It was good.
Patron it was good.
Bibia koso kama pepepe ye de nyankopon ase. Ebusuafo sania me kan na topic no consequences of cheating. The consequences of cheating in relationships and marriages. Counselor, asama na that punoniti ya baba betwetwe ho nkomo. Counselor Fayeko.
Didi kan mechia wo. Mechia me so me ho mechia yetiefu nyina ne ye kru ye ne me adwuma wa. I'm sorry. All right. So and then we are talking about the consequences of cheating in relationship and also in marriage.
Yes, sir.
And I have asked myself throughout the day, when we are in a relationship, when it is not marriage, do we also cheat? Or I've been asking myself, and I don't think I've been able to get an answer. The master opinion what day, so me kofa wetia na me kwatwe mpana fofra and no see a friend cheating ana. All right, so the first thing I want us to address, Valerie, and it's a mema any man nyina can cheat.
That's true.
And cheating is cheating. Whether you planned it or it was a temptation, or it was a choice. Cheating is cheating. But it is believed that men don't plan cheating, they fall into cheating. It is believed, not from my side. I've read it several times, countless of times, that men fall into cheating, but women plan to cheat. And yet, it is all cheating. Okay. Let me explain. A woman does not cheat just because she wants to. A woman will start cheating by planning, by testing, by hiding, by lying, by meeting before she undresses.
Okay.
But a man will not go through all this process. A man can just meet you today, look at you, like something about you, and make a decision that well, yet they are, men and better. And so a man will not even wait and prolong matters. Once he has made up his mind that he is going for you, he will just go through one or two things or push your pulse. He knows that it will make you open up your emotions for him. Once a man does that and you open up and he enters, he will do it.
Right.
So most men do not actually calculate to plan when they are going to cheat. So for example,
right,
I will allow you to ask your question. For example, a man meets a woman and wants to do it, and will just decide that he's not planning, he's just trying. But when a man invites a woman for dating, it takes a lot of process. The woman is actually going to listen my words, go home, digest whatever she listened to, and decide either I take it or I reject it. And then if she takes it, she's now going to calculate, how do I execute this agenda? And then before she executes the agenda, she's thinking of how do we start flirting through text messages. How do I start meeting him? How do I lie to this person? How do I conquer this one to be able to make this one appear to me as a nice person? So women emotionally go through a lot. So before a woman cheats, she has calculated, she has underlined, she has gone through a lot in her mind before she does it.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Right.
Yet cheating is sin.
That's
and
true.
Every cheating is cheating.
Every cheating is cheating. But counselor, when you tell us that a man decides that okay, let me try and see, isn't it also a calculated decision of somebody as it were walking into temptation and not falling into temptation? Premeditated, has decided, want to go ahead to do something. This is this person that me pese meneno eye bibi. Adentini ye tag say e mema de they are falling into something. Na obane de or nante because ono no odwen or decided or shashe ye ka kura na obano mumno. As it were, ye pushino, ye try as much as possible. Say we are going to even ensure say obe falling into that particular bit. Indeed, why are we painting it as though say men do not plan, but they just fall?
I remember. Sorry. Remember.
Right.
Remember, I just said
yes
that cheating is a sin.
That's true.
Whether you plan or you don't plan.
That's it.
But I'm trying to explain something to us to understand that a man can walk into this room, meet a woman, and decide to have sex. Can make a choice to cheat. Women don't easily do that. A woman will not just walk into the room, meet him, and decide that men better. A woman can actually look at you, size you, think about it, visualize you, picture you. Is the person in my frame? Is this person the type of person I want to have sex with? A man can decide that even if you don't fall into their plan, they will execute the agenda.
Yes, see, in Sofia Dumja, which is totally true, as it were, whether the water is clear or the water is not clear, but then there are women in this dispensation that have a certain caliber or a certain look they yearn for in a man. So as it were, me yobia me pebema ne nia daba me hu bema sa osa gina so a kire se waka brofo kama kakra na. That's a spec. That's qualities that I'm looking out for.
Right.
I walk into a room and I see Milo. Maudia mamen can say Milo.
Okay.
The person fits the characteristics that I am looking out for. Immediately, my emotions, as it were, and I say my libido, everything starts churning. So if that woman decides that this is it, so just like a man can walk into a room and say that I want to, this is somebody that I want to actually go ahead to go do this with. Are we saying tonight that women cannot walk into a room and say, akwede minyana mewono?
It does. A woman can do that, walk into the room like the guy, right, but it will not be easy at that time to just open up for sex. But a man can just walk into the room. Now, if we are to weigh the percentage of women who can walk into a room, crash on the guy, and say, my God, and that same day, within few hours, no one another, the percentage of them compared to men who can walk to a room and meet a woman they like or dislike, and they will still decide to execute agenda. Men, we can do anything at any time. Women don't easily do that. And Sakura and Asad day in the Quran in the bed, it would have taken hours. Women, and yes, she our crashing tea when any be no open or nine be no open, 80 and 1 hour no crashing, no falling. Say, can I have sex with us? Yes, no. A woman will not give you that opportunity, even if she's a hookup. That she's going to talk about money. Right. You give me money because that is my job. But for a man walks into the room, the 90 think it and you be no open. The tissue and the time. But at that time, the sexual libido, sorry, the man can execute, he can do anything at any time just to satisfy the flesh. Okay. So we are trying to say that cheating is sin. That's all. But we were explaining to people to understand that women calculate, men don't plan. Yet, cheating is sin. There are a few things I've written here before we do the consequences. Number one, I said, cheating breaks God's commandment. So, cheating is not only a mistake, it is a sin against God. So, Exodus chapter 20 verse 14. The Bible talks about, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not. It is a command that I don't expect you that you do it. Nevertheless, if you do it, you need to understand that it was not just a mistake. You are sinning against God. And let me tell you something that will shock you. In every marriage, in every relationship, God commands faithfulness. It once you cheat, you're actually communicating to God that you are not faithful to God or to the person you are married to. Nevertheless, understand that when you cheat, even though it's a sin against God, you have also sinned against your partner. Okay. Why? Because God expects faithfulness, and once you are not faithful, you are not just sinning against God, you are not just offending God, you are also offending your partner. That shall not commit adultery. Number two, cheating is betrayal of trust. Cheating, number one, destroys trust. Number two, love. And number three, peace of mind. The first thing you are broken is trust. Because then I look at you from another picture. What did she really do this? My God. Who am I dealing with? Trust. Number two, order. Now that love that happens to be the foundation becomes a place where it shakes. Foundation, you know. Number three, the peace in the marriage is broken. Whoever cheats. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 32. I intentionally decided to choose scriptures. But whosoever commit adultery with a woman lacks understanding. Okay. He that commit it destroys his own soul. Obi biara woye bema woni wo ba bebo adwaman to awade. So adultery is for those who are married. But when you are not married, we call it fornication. Okay. Do you understand the difference? So I cannot look at you in a relationship and say you have committed adultery.
Because we are not married.
You are not married. You
Yeah,
are single.
worry.
So you can actually only have sex and fornicate. You can only fornicate. But I can say, but you can actually look at married people and say you've committed adultery. Because once you cheat on the other party, it means you have betrayed trust.
Okay, so there's this very your friend is saying pressing situation that people tend to talk about majority of the time. Are we saying that when people are in a relationship,
yes, please,
you are my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, we have plans to get married, intimacy comes in because as it were, we were not able to
control ourselves,
we have fornicated.
Yeah,
we are looking forward to getting married. We have done what we are not supposed to do. Now the other party decides, okay, once we are not married, I don't think I'm really connected to this person. So I see a fiancé and I go ahead to, you know, as it were, propose just so I could have a thing to do with this person. Walk ahead to have another sexual encounter with another person. And they stand and say that they have not cheated. Based on their work as here, say it is in marriage that we call it adultery. It is obi chimpna enya adultery na fornication there
another cheating. So I fornicated with you by having sex with you as my partner.
That's right.
As in branching.
Right.
Now once I go to another woman, I am still committing fornication.
Okay.
Now what I am doing is that I am establishing disloyalty, lack of trust, and there is no faithfulness.
That's true.
It means that very soon when I'm married to you, I might not be able to become faithful to you.
That's right.
Adia question is said, my forward I am praying, so before God I have committed
another fornication.
Another fornication apart from you. Now I am sending a signal to you that I cannot be a faithful partner to you.
Right.
I cannot be a loyal partner to you.
So that can also be classified as cheating.
Yes, but we don't call it cheating because you are not my wife. It means that I have been unfaithful to you.
You've been unfaithful.
That's all.
Cheating.
Debbie.
You've been
I am just unfaithful.
Faithful God. Unfaithful.
I am unfaithful to you. So I am disloyal to you. It means that I have not been. I want to use the word. It means I have not been
loyal.
I have not been loyal or transparent to you.
Right. Okay.
It's a sign that I cannot be a good spouse tomorrow.
Okay.
Or I might not keep myself for you tomorrow when the need arises.
Okay.
And so cheating or committing, especially committing adultery, is for those who are married. It means they've committed adultery.
Right.
They've fornicated.
Okay.
Before God. Do you understand what I'm saying, please?
Right.
And so the two of us and for we fornicate. Married people, they commit adultery.
So they haven't done what God dislikes. Say adultery is something God doesn't like.
Fornication to God doesn't like.
He doesn't like fornication.
No, he doesn't like.
Every
sin that has to do with your body, God doesn't like it. Because your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit.
Thief and robbery. Not just a fornication for the thief and our for the robbery. Because omudi en mood ana okay
I think that your example is nice. No, I'm laughing because I'm thinking it's deep.
Right.
So as in fornication chrono I didn't hear any yet.
That's right. That's right.
I like that. And I wanna wedding the I'm robbery.
Yeah.
Nice of fit and I don't know what to take.
Just a wicked.
Yeah. So as you are talking, I'm thinking about it. That's why I laughed. It's a good example you have given. So imagine thieving,
right,
and I'm robbery.
Yeah.
Imagine difference thieving for baby or the glue stick one or the phone or laptop. But I'm robbers dear. Either you kill me or I kill you,
or your property.
Thank you. So you are making sense.
Okay.
Number 3, when we are talking about consequences of cheating in marriage or relationship, God sees the heart of men. And most often, we sin with our heart before our body falls into it. And you know, God has called us into purity. He has not called us into adultery. No. Okay. And so most often people who fall into adultery does it in their heart. They plan, they think, they desire it, and the devil makes a way for you to fall into the trap. You don't sin and you don't fall into a trap you've never dreamt of, you've never planned of, and you've never desired. And that is why James said, when you sin, do not say that you are tempted by God, for it is your own lust that has led you to sin.
They don't look at the heart like anybody
who has committed adultery before, anybody, whoever, you cannot just jump and say me
David or her again and or friend in the chain of friend.
The Bible says that.
Yeah.
The Bible says that they went to war.
Right.
And the Bible says that not David did any roof top.
Roofing sheet.
And then he's in your roofing sheet.
Roofing top.
Roofing top.
Okay.
Now Bible says na unhu wabano he desire ne kondono he lasted after.
Okay.
Na kuma di kan koi wow ne color wow ne to wow udware wow I desire I want to touch her.
Oh, okay.
So without desire, you cannot taste. Right. And that is why in the days of Adam and Eve, the devil presented the fruits and said, can't you see it's appealing? Right. It's nice, it's attractive. God says if you eat, you die. It's not true. If you eat, you will live. So the first temptation that comes to man, it's not just a temptation. The devil does not present anything that will not make you fall. God tests, the devil brings temptation. Test promotes, temptation breaks you. And so we need to just understand that Obibia, you've committed adultery before. It was in your heart that one day Obi say I will do it. And the devil is very smart. Oh, the upper one to way. 1 week starting, when sugar daddy suddenly somebody appears.
Where the men found question.
Yes, please.
Me see so kwadanke to actually say, yeah, Bobrana. On say when you hear of say assume kofa sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Me cry the debut say the way omusibiti papa fo mpenyin fo we ya kire say omuya on sa aseniti ye ne ya na oye no o twikom ne ade ade o dwen won say na I don't see myself with this person. Ena senia woka no Bonsam say hold my beer.
Thank you.
Onya botre we enye de obe wafa ai asra e de ahye ne nim na say ne ho bon rob ne bi debi.
You meet a man and you see this is a man.
Kaftan.
So you realize that this is a sugar daddy with class.
What you say? Wa mau niewu de na wo tirim no o mouse ha image no.
Thank you.
Wa mau de wan kasa na ade a wa uhu a o ka say nyame oso.
That is what I'm saying. Imagine sugar daddy be a sabi no moto omobon. Sabi no mobon.
Right.
Sabi na tade ehyenko yi e baaye. No say Valerie, I think I like you.
Right.
I like your stature. I like your structure. I like your hair. I like it. In fact, you will not waste time to answer. Go like, please, I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
Right.
Then this class one comes and they say all this. Go like, please, you another time we will talk later. You will not say yes, you will not say no, because you get confused. And the devil know exactly what you want. Once the devil knew that Judas liked money, they came and said, look, out of the 12, we are looking for somebody we can give money to.
Right.
Then Judas said, I'm here. How much can we give you for you to betray Jesus? He said, I will just take some more and betray him.
That's right.
The life of a man is not important to another man simply because of their hard desire.
Right.
Nobody commits adultery, and in relationship, nobody cheats or nobody fornicates in the partnership without first of all having a desire that
that's right.
Right? Now we come to the consequences. Cheating has consequences. So Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. The Bible says, whatever a man soweth, he will also reap. Number one consequences, broken of families. Say ya wade na oba ne fa bema nechi. Bema ne fa oba nechi. I want to say this in the two folds. Okay. Number one, whether bema ni nim ana wonim. Bema ne so for oba nechi, oba ni nim ana wonim. Spiritually, there is a brokenness that enters into your home.
Wow.
When you marry and your marriage is established on holiness, God protects the marriage. And there is a hedge around your marriage. Okay. Over your life and over the life of your children that the devil cannot easily penetrate.
I see.
No. Spiritually, once you are married and you are able to keep the bed undefiled, and I repeat, the bed undefiled, there is a covering on your life, the partners, that it will not be easy for the devil to penetrate.
Right.
But once somebody commit adultery, the covering can be taken away. And once the covering is taken away, the devil now has a legal right to enter. Your home can be broken at any time.
I want to ask this question. In the instance where cheating has occurred, the man has cheated on his woman.
Yeah.
Say, okay. This hedge that we are talking about, this brokenness that we're talking about, does it still linger on?
Once you cheat, whether the partner knows or not, I said it, the hedge is broken. Now, when you ask for forgiveness, number one, you don't go to God for forgiveness. You go to your partner for forgiveness. In marriage, when you commit adultery, you don't sin against God. The first person you sin against is your partner.
That's true.
Now, when you go to them and they say they're forgiving you, there is a release. But the two of you must still fast and ask God for forgiveness.
Right.
And then the covering comes back. I hope you understand. Right. So that you feel like, oh, okay, so they are chairman, so I'm okay. No, it doesn't happen like that. Or they are chawa. Now we need to also, the two of us can two work together, except they agree. We need to also go to God and then pray and see that mikuna pamicho, meyerena pamicho, mediache. But Father, we are asking that you bring the covering back before the covering comes back.
So why then do people cheat when we are saying that it's a sin? Why if you know this much, that indeed it breaks my family, there's this hedge that definitely is going to go. There's going to be a crack. Why do people still go ahead to take the risk?
Now, Valerie, you need to understand that people don't take risk. People lose their risk.
Right.
So this is what happens.
Okay.
When you marry, number one, marriage is spiritual. Number two, there are battles in marriage. Marriage is not normal. There are so many attacks around marriage. So marriage is not a joke.
Right.
So when you are thinking about the wedding, the devil is thinking about divorce.
Right.
When you are planning your engagement, the devil is also having another plan, another agenda.
That's right.
Right from the day of creation, when God decided to establish marriage, you remember that in the Garden of Eden, the devil didn't allow Adam and Eve to enjoy what God had, established for them.
Right.
He made them sin so much that God became disappointed, and God had to sack them out of the garden. Right. Then it should tell you that until today, the devil doesn't like the unity of the brethren.
Right.
One, the devil is our greatest enemy. Anything the devil can do to bring discord, disunity, and then separate marriage, he's ready to do it.
Right.
Tonight, Bible can say, he that think his tongues should take care lest you can fall. And when it comes to falling, you may not even know when, but you can fall. Anybody. Number two, there will be discipline measurements. When you marry, we call it boundary.
Right.
So once I am married to you, I set boundaries for myself.
Okay.
You set boundaries for yourself. But once we lose that boundary and we allow the flesh to zip in, trouble.
So we do not have excuses for cheating. Say, I'm not happy. Me and wabano. The whole sexual sexual intimacy is not all that. My husband is boring. Okay. We don't have an excuse for cheating.
I will be real to you. If you think you are in marriage where you think you are not satisfied with an act of your partner,
right,
the best thing is to walk out. I will sit here to tell you, walk out. Free move. Jaya wadie no. And Sakrana, you think of committing adultery. Walk out of the marriage.
Sir?
If you think you are not happy, if you think you think that you are not happy,
wow,
you are not satisfied with the expectation you have towards your partner, please walk out. Don't stay in and commit adultery. Do you know what happened? When you stay in and you commit adultery, you don't offend God alone. You don't even offend your partner. You offend your generation. It's not a joke.
Hey.
No. The next generation that you are producing from your loins, it can affect them. It's not a joke. And when you are asking God for forgiveness for cheating, it is not one day game play.
Right.
It is a price to pay before God brings you back and restore you. And if you are in and you think you are not comfortable, walk out so that you can continue with your job and whatever you are doing, so that God will not be angry with you. Because you see, you didn't just get married to a person, you also entered into a covenant with God. And so when you commit adultery, you are not just offending human, you are also breaking the covenant with.
Right.
It's like, who are you? I know, forget it. I mean, forget it. So when you do that, you are breaking the covenant, and also you are actually cheating on your partner with disloyalty, unfaithfulness. And it's so ugly that the consequences, broken family.
That's the first point.
That is the first point. Number 2, emotional wounds. Upra. In your emotions cry chi by your day. What think your feelings. Emotional wounds. A crobet umu. Baby, I would dog. Say your kumo. Say your mre boo. Say your kidney. Say your liver. What prano? Yaudie abeshaw. And this yaudie doesn't just go away as a pew na ayeraneko. No, where proud will be. To say sometimes it depends on what you eat and what you drink. Right. A crowd to be down 6 months, 2 months. If care is not taking diabetes, the nuji me kronaka. It's true. And so that is the second question. Number 3, loss of peace or loss of peace. Asumdie ewa wadiem unye biem. The kind of peace you used to enjoy and you were celebrating, you won't get it again. So asumdie wofi de bia ntokwa bisi, because it's like somebody has done something that has allowed another force to enter your home. And so once that force enters your home, what is peace? We are not here to bring peace. And you need to understand that he came to steal, to kill, and to destroy.
So in the instance where our no bemano afa obanechi na obana nim hohri na obafi on a normal note na nipa na onenso oneno eye bibisa no ono so enya entiase on the side actually say every now and then no obi beka say soma ba kwai into the wagon that just say the entiase wa ha entiase nso wa ha o se emema ni bitimika se ofuo na anya garden kakra ya na eboa ema chese agriculture horticulture no bibia ti because come up bepe. So in this instance when you're talking about loss of peace, when this person or ne doesn't know, but na sadia was oye ofie a ede asumdue ni odobeba na koso ho no pepepe ne wakwa akwafa nso a onim se o defile marital bed nso wo ho no ma eno nso ye other side, but there's peace here, and then a loss of peace if somebody is playing their cards right. And
there's peace where
there's peace here.
Okay, so let me tell you,
and there's peace there.
There's no peace anywhere.
Okay.
We can act peace, but we cannot enjoy peace. Quite different. And you see, peace is genuinely given by God. You don't negotiate it. Now, once things keep happening, the person who is doing it in the act will lose peace or lose peace.
Okay.
Wow, what the other side now you won't see say in the panunia sumji, you won't see it. But in the panunia sumji. You know that unia, but the other side doesn't know. So why probably you come home, you can act, whether or ban or bear man, you can act. But if you have conscience that is of God.
Right.
Paul talks about conscience, not dead conscience,
Right.
a renewal of mind.
Right.
If you have Christ conscience or you have conscience as a person, once you do that, your conscience judges you and tell you you are not in a line with God. What you are doing is not right. Your conscience will sometimes your conscience begins to communicate to you and tell you that what you are doing is wrong. Do what is right. So the consequences, you lose peace or lose your peace.
Okay.
The next one, when it comes to the consequences of cheating, a financial downfall.
Consequences of cheating.
Yes, financial downfall.
How?
Bit is I before. I before. I before pure I before ma.
Hello, bless.
They don't cheat because they have a belief that if you cheat, you are a curse for your family. And if you cheat, especially as a woman, you don't enter your house, your marital home. You don't enter. When you get to the entrance, you have to call your husband to bring your things out, and then you go to your parents. And then when you go, confess to your parents, because within a month you will die.
Wow.
The reason is that once you do that, they believe that what they know me to the extent that your background, yes, they don't want you to cook for your husband to eat.
Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you something. Women are our generation.
Right.
When I say our generation, I mean that those who are able to sustain the next generation are women, not men. Now, once a woman does that, what you are doing is that you are doing something that affects a generation.
Okay.
If I go as a man to commit adultery, if I do adultery with a woman, it's a curse.
Okay.
It's hanging on me,
right,
unless God has forgiven me.
Right.
But when a woman does that, it's not just a curse. It's connected to the next generation. Because on all war. Now check. I recently did a study and I realized that Obebia wafani kuechida. Enye memape. Obebia sorry, wafani kuechida. It is said that most of the street young guys or most of the guys are stubborn, vagabonds, street boys, most of them are from such women. Why? Because they are the legal women, are the legal gates of this world. Not a man. So I can have sex with you and discharge it to you if you are in your free period. And I can't say free. No, free now. What you mean?
It's free period.
The sperms are out.
Right.
I have offended God by body, but the sperms is not working. Even if you get pregnant, you are giving birth to whoever. That child doesn't carry curses, but the curse works on me and whoever I have given birth with. God has a way to preserve the life of the child. And God can decide to kill the child.
Right.
And that is exactly what God did to David.
Okay.
That is exactly what God did. David is what punishing, and the David had to go to God and say, create in me a new heart, restore to me the joy of your salvation. And then God said, okay, but don't repeat it.
That's right.
All right, so let's understand this, that but because a man when a woman does that, it's like you are blocking the next generation. And you need to understand that in our homes, women take care of the home, not men. So
for a man who has a scrotum,
what's a scrotum?
Your ball sack.
Like showa.
Me patron.
Okay.
It just a produce sperms. You being the your friend is a holder of the next generation is not bringing, as it were, big financial problems, but the person that you are giving it to, who is going to produce and bring the children, no, or no mom na de financial problem bebe na wo be mana wo atopa ne zo. So
Bema ko outer.
Right.
Financially, you spend out there, so you are losing money. Whoever you are doing that with, you'll be giving the person money.
Right.
So physically, you are losing money.
Right.
When a woman goes to do that, most often she doesn't spend money, but the destiny of the next generation is affected. So I'm losing money physically. Some is spending. My hand I am my toka amano, my tofi amano. It depends on my ability to spend. So financially, Mr. Iska.
Yeah.
But on Sika. But her covering. Now you need to understand that right from the Bible age until today, women are the people that covers family, not men. And that is why the gateway of sin came through a woman, not a man.
The gateway of sin came through
in
a
the
man.
days of Jacob,
right,
and then Esau, it was the mother who told Jacob to go and steal a blessing from the father.
Right.
Who was the father?
Right.
Who was the father?
Jacob and Esau, Isaac.
Thank you. Then the woman said, look, I've heard your father tell your elder brother to go and kill a game. Bring it to eat, cook to eat, and then this is what you can do. Go ahead. So you need to understand that strategically, women are carrier of blessings,
right,
for their children. And so obema yenye, oba yenye, nimienu nyina. But when a woman does it, there is this spiritual something strange that happens.
And that is where I have this your friend is saying unsettled function on this particular point.
Okay.
When a man who happens to be the head of a home, you know, when we are drawing the organogram of family, God comes first. The man is next. The woman comes after. Then the children are shielded and are covered.
Thank you.
Then, right now, based on the consequences of cheating, we are saying that if we are putting on a scale financially, and also the burden that comes with it, no, if a man goes to cheat, because the man is actually spending out there, it is part of his financial fall through, as in like, or spending out there, it is affecting him.
It's affecting the family too.
Downfall.
Thank you.
It is affecting him because you know, certain loopholes will be taken care of. But then Obano Koya ono mom ede insunsanso obone ebi eba fie ewo omusika semu adenti na be ma ne de nde emfa nsunsanso bone embre omusika sem so yehu just the physical money that is going out there as the downfall, but we're not looking at the spiritual aspect and also weighing the two on the same plate.
So we are not saying that Bema no koyesa ni sikenko. No bani do koyesa or the scansias ya befi.
Right.
What we are saying is that physically the man will be losing money.
That's true.
And practically boarding. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Physically,
so physically
yes,
the money is going.
That's true.
Now, so definitely, as the money is going physically, it's affecting the family.
Right.
Because it be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, or the amount of 10,000, or the amount,
that's
or
right,
the amount of Kwalanu Ufi, or Banu Ufi, it be Ankomuso Munyasa 10,000, you know,
right,
probably to pay fees,
right,
or to do anything, provisions, but says can say,
yeah,
right, physically,
yeah,
it's affecting the man,
yeah,
and no new one can be.
That's right.
Now the woman is not giving money to any man.
That's true.
Thank you. So spiritually, the woman is affected so much that on only the unfa physical cash.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But spiritually, there's an attack on her life that affects the man also and herself so much. So much that now suddenly the woman does anything and it will not be easy for her to prosper.
In the instance where the man goes out to cheat, comes back to his home and finds out that his woman is also cheating and assumes that automatically once the woman has gone out, it has affected us spiritually when it comes to our finances, then we are not actually handling the matters as it were critically. Then it means that physical,
no. I never said that. No, so
say, okay, me for betchia financially will be okay.
Oh no, it's not true.
The here say it was a
never true. Never true.
Say oba kwa fetchire na bema ucha chirebi. Now later on you find out that your woman is cheating, then you assume that obana fa chirentina
financially
it is affecting
Bema and the provider of fee.
That's right.
And he has the money.
That's right.
So Obandis will be a fine. But don't do one now. In Africa or in Ghana, don't do one now. And remember the providers.
That's right.
That's right. And I'm a cochimpra. And a scan my say no.
That's right.
Matodine. Can physically echo.
That's it.
Spiritually also it's affecting us. But Obani dear, only sika or the comma maybe. It will to be quiet and it's a drama.
Right.
It all comes with another consequences. So imagine from here there coming together, what will happen to your house?
And yeah, now just say the situation of the God of Ghana. Counselor,
yes.
Okay. I don't know if we would have to do a part 2 of this. Production team would have to let us know. Say so that we'll do a part 2 of the consequences of cheating, because the time is fast spent. Abusuafo, what is going to happen is tomorrow we've got on Wednesday, Nyampa, we're doing a part 2 of consequences of cheating in marriages and relationships. Counselor, the fundamental say cheating is a sin. That's the first bit. What can was say the first consequence is a broken home. Just say emu edwudwa eche na ede insem bebre na ebro was say emotional wounds just say ote ya obi ewo wakomam say wonim say ade edeme ewo me nko amedia na fe the next moment you find out say wone twaba in chasing na just say wone ne tia eya na ehadwen like it did wakumba or say loss of peace say asumdwe ade asumdwe unye bi na nya bi china eno ne ade bako a kire say woka ho asem na afin so what say financial downfall. We would have to do a part 2. Only may I say we'll definitely do a part 2 of consequences of cheating in marriages and relationships. Counselor, we'll do a part 2 of this. Okay. Mami, let's give me your final words, then we call it a night.
My final words, and it's cheating is a sin that destroys trust and dishonored God.
Right.
Please, faithfulness brings peace, blessings, and God's approval. Thank you.
Faithfulness brings peace and blessings and God's approval, and that's the most important thing. So what you want fashe enenumre na wafa we ede amame nchi akese bebre koma Mrs. Deborah Ampofoa Jr. I ojina so dendende and Dr. Emanuela J Mensa odo you unim se medo style bi biara wano sujina live no so, and then we had more people on the live. I could see people loving it over and over and over. Nyankopon Shamo lover B Mabel, you know I love you. Thank you so much for my beautiful 2-piece. And Yasem Keto, you made me look stunning this evening. And I feel so chiabiem henkoma na hima makeup gist. To our crew, Asida and Yede Ebreo from the man himself at One Media, Duke Ane Yakwame AI, the man bless Ane Katechi Nyankopon Inshira. Happy glorious birthday and Koma Collins or Parrot Fianco and I feel so to the man Jackson Ane brother Jackson Erade Inshira na onkoso enya ukese emfa emaye. Ebusuya for Valtalks _ eye me Instagram page no follow me ho na fe so Facebook eye Valerie Ejimenta, TikTok and so eye Valerie Ejimenta na yemfa odo embodum na nkomo no yento. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Wisdom Studios GH na yemfa odombodum na bibia enkoso kama. We're doing a part 2 on Wednesday and it's 8 p.m. sharp. Hit the notification bell na bibia entimin koso. Mosomfo, mwadi nyina. Dachi hima papebi. Obagadoza legetete. Valerie Ejimenta. Nyampa ukwada ibishia. Crow.